Ever since the History Channel's hit reality TV series Pawn Stars premiered in 2009, the show has successfully documented the routine business at Rick Harrison's Gold and Silver Pawn Shop in Las Vegas. Along with his family and employees, Rick runs the pawn business, and throughout the seasons, viewers have noticed some astonishing items that were brought to the store. Here are the top 7 coolest items that we've seen on Pawn Stars. Number 7. Einstein's Handwritten Math. Rick Harrison is known for his skill to identify an antique's actual worth, and he only spends on items that deserve an investment, which explains his reputation and name in the business. In season 15, a customer arrived at the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop with a set of mathematical equations which he claimed were written by the Nobel Peace Prize winner Albert Einstein himself. After the piece of paper was authenticated, turns out the customer was telling the truth, and Einstein's actual handwritten math was brought to the store. However, despite how cool that was, Rick wasn't willing to spend more than $3,000 while the customer was demanding a whopping $18,000. Number 6. Underwater Coin. Coin collection has been an age-old hobby for several people. One such collector approached Rick at the pawn shop with an antique coin which dated back to 1906 and was quite rare since it belonged to John W. Gill, one of the passengers on the famous Titanic, which sank in the North Atlantic Ocean in 1912 after hitting an iceberg. Since the customer wasn't ready to accept anything less than $125,000 for the coin, Rick couldn't make a deal, mainly because a similar coin was sold during the previous year for just $21,000. Number 5. The Mysterious Bill. The D.B. Cooper hijacking is one of the most renowned unsolved mysteries in American history, during which an unidentified man seized a Boeing 727 aircraft in the Northwest United States. When a worn-out but original $20 bill from the actual historic event was brought to the store, Rick knew it was extremely valuable and rare. With the PCGS currency grading service, the note was already authenticated, and it was the kind of offer Rick couldn't reject. During the episode, he clearly tells the viewers that the $20 note was something he had never seen before. Unsurprisingly, a deal was made, and the pawnbroker proudly bought the piece of history for $1,600. Number 4. Book of Mormon. The 5th edition of the 1942 Book of Mormon was bought to the pawn store by a customer named Adam. The valuable antique was one of the last few original books printed during the Mormon church founder Joseph Smith's lifetime. The book expert at Rick's pawn store, Rebecca Romney, estimated the book's worth to be an astonishing $40,000, while Adam only asked for $25,000. Even after hearing Rebecca's praise for the book, he didn't ask for more. The Book of Mormon was surely an amazing deal for Rick. Number 3. Robosaurus. This one will be particularly exciting for all Transformers fans. The Robosaurus was actually a 48 feet tall semi-truck that could convert into an enormous and super cool fire-breathing T-Rex. The amazing invention has been in the spotlight for several years and was offered to Corey Harrison and Chumley for $1 million. Even though the pawnbrokers and the seller couldn't reach an agreement, the Robosaurus's appearance on Pawn Stars remains memorable even as of today. Number 2. John Hancock's Signature. In Pawn Stars Season 1, a customer walked into the pawn shop with a framed document that dated back to the 1700s and was signed by John Hancock, the founding father and the first governor of the U.S. state Massachusetts. After getting the paper checked by an expert, Rick was assured that the antique wasn't fake. Unfortunately, the customer wasn't willing to abide by Rick's offer, so the frame was seen exiting the store. Number 1. The White Bronco. Unlike the usual vintage vehicles spotted on the show, the 1992 white Ford Bronco was one of its kind, particularly because of its close link to the infamous O.J. Simpson murder case of 1995. The valuable vehicle belonged to Simpson's friend and former football player Al Cowlings and was part of O.J.'s low-speed chase. Mike Gilbert, former Simpson agent, offered the car to the Harrisons for over $1 million. However, Rick wasn't 100% sure about the resale value of the car, so he had to let it go. These unique and impressive items brought in on Pawn Stars are just one of the many reasons why the show is a big hit among the viewers. This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, do let us know by hitting the like button and subscribing to our channel. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen right now because we're certain you'll love them. And with that, we'll be seeing you guys in the next